Welcome to the Christmas Eve episode of the TUE Brew Review. Can't think of a more appropriate beer to try on a Christmas Eve than this one, Samichlaus Classic. This is they call it a triple bock. This is from the fine folks at the brewery Schloss, Eggenberg. I hope I pronounced that correctly. It is out of Austria. Throw another shrimp on the barbie. This was has been termed as the strongest beer in the world, and now I guess it is the former strongest beer in the world, because now there's certain yeast strains out there that Sam Adams and others have engineered that can actually tolerate higher alcohols and are able to make even stronger versions. But for many a year, this was the strongest beer in the world. It clocks in at 14% ABV, and for a beer that is not barrel aged, so it's not picking up extra alcohol from, say, aging in a bourbon barrel, it's just the yeast doing all the work. That is remarkable. So this beer, very cool history. It is a beer that is brewed once a year. It is brewed every December 6th. Then it's aged for 10 months, and then the following October they package it up and they ship it out. And this beer, a lot of folks who are dusty collectors like to cellar these beers for a long time with as much alcoholic heft that it has. These beers tend to develop different flavor profile the longer that you keep them. This beer actually is about a year old. I pulled this out of my vintage beer cellar, so it's not super aged. Plus, it's in an aluminum can, so I don't know how much the flavors are going to age. They'll age somewhat, but anywho, let's go ahead and tackle this guy. And I do think it's kind of unique now that they can this. Used to be only available in bottles. So you got this can that is, what is this? 330 milliliters, so that's, I think, just over a pint. And of course, there you have St. Nicholas. 14% ABV, as I had said, and that's about all the information that we have on here. So let's get into this beer. So we've got a nice kind of amber color pour. Almost looks a little bit like cola. Not much of a head retention, and you're not going to get that much because of the higher alcohols, but you're definitely going to get some. You can see some sugar, some lacing on the glass. So even though the yeast has consumed a ton of the sugars to make the alcohols, there's still a ton of sugar, residual sugar, that's still existing in this beer. Oh yeah. Malt, fruit, boozy. Also getting some of that kind of woodsy, earthy funk in there. Got a lot of different aromas going on. Can't wait to taste. Cheers. Wow. Very sweet and boozy. Man, again, tons of sugar in here. There's some dark caramel sugars in here, but also getting some fruit character like plum and dark fruits. Yeah, huge amount of maltiness to it. Again, it's super sweet, like a cane sugar sweetness to it. But I'm also getting the like a bourbon barrel aged beer character, even though it's not bourbon barrel aged. I'm getting a little bit of that kind of character to it. And man, the mouthfeel, very viscous, it's very sticky almost on the palate. So yeah, very decadent, just one of a kind dessert beer, absolutely fantastic. Maybe don't leave this one out for Santa. Might want to stick with the milk and cookies, because I think if he has a few of these, I don't know how he's going to be able to operate the sled. But this is definitely a great sipper, and maybe help you go to sleep before Santa shows up. So definitely check this out. Once again, this is Samichlaus Classic, a triple bock from the fine folks at the brewery Schloss Eggenberg. Hope everyone has a Merry Christmas. Cheers.